Hey guys, I hope you are all doing well and good to see you. So today I want to have a very brief discussion with you, especially concerning your visa application and preparation. Now, one of the key things that matters in your visa application process and visa interview is to prove to the visa officer that after whatever you are coming to do in the United States, you will return to your home country. And this is a very important requirement, the 214B. So everyone who goes for the visa interview and he is denied visa is issued a letter that says that the person couldn't prove his home tie. But the question is, how can I prove my home tie? How do I prove that I have ties to my home country? Before I come back to that, I want you to understand that the purpose of the interview is to prove. So in this case, you are making the consular believe that you will return. And that is very key. If you understand the rules govern how the consulars and how the visa officers work, it will help you in the way you prepare. Now, I have seen a lot of people, a lot of videos that explain ties to home country and how people can prove it. And in most of the videos, I think there are a lot of problems in the way people present this rule. Now, it is not just about what you have. You can have children back in your home country, you can have a land, you can have an asset, you can have a job, you can have whatever. The visa officers are not interested in whatever you have. The visa officers are interested in what that which you have or how that which you have will compel you to come home, right? So your role as a visa applicant is to make the visa officer believe that you are married, that you have children, that you have employment, that you have an investment or something that will make you return to your home country. So in this video, I'm going to give you all the important tips that you need to think about. Now, if you are coming to the US as a visitor, the way you will prove your ties to your home country will be different from somebody who is coming to study. If you don't understand this distinction, you will miss it. Now, if you are coming to study and you have a wife and you have a child, that alone cannot be enough to prove your ties to your home country, unless you go a step further. Let me give you an example. Now, if I'm visiting or I'm coming to the US to come and study management, to come and study science or sociology, whatever, and the visa officer asks me what are my plans after school or what are my ties home, this may not be the exact question the visa officer may ask you, but what I'm saying is, if you are planning to say because you have children, because you have your wife in your home country, you return to your wife, that is not enough. Because as a student, once you come to the United States, the law requires and allows you to bring your family with you. So as a student, the mere fact that you have a family, you have a wife, you have a child in your home country doesn't constitute a ties to your home country. Now, let me explain how your family can be attached to your home country. Just 2 weeks ago, I coached a student who was coming to do MBA, and he has his own business in Kumasi. Now, this student, one of the strategies we use is to use his business and his family as a tie to his home country. So, the strategy and the plan was that he is coming here to come and study, and the wife is taking over the management of the company. Now, he is able to establish that when he returns, because he has a lot of financial investment in the business, and because his wife is putting so much energy in investing and taking over the business, he cannot come to the US and bring his family because his business will suffer. So his wife is a key element for his studies. Whilst he is away, his wife is going to take care of the business that he is leaving behind. So after school, he's going to return to his home country, to Ghana, be with his family, and together with his wife, they can manage the business and take the business to another level. When you present this idea to the visa officer, now you have two ideas you are presenting. You have a financial investment, which is another strong tie to your home country. That is your business. And the business is managed by your wife. So the visa officer will understand that even if you come to the US to come and study, bringing your wife and your children to the US with you will be a huge financial loss, because that will mean that nobody will take care of your business. So you are taking advantage of the presence of your family, of your wife in your home country, to prove that your wife is not only taking care of the business, your wife is also a source of more or less support to the business. So whilst you are away, your wife is going to take care of the business. That is very important. So it's not enough to say you have a family and that will bring you back home. But that is different from somebody who is coming for a visit. Visitors visas do not allow the applicant to add, assuming I get a visitor's visa and I come to the US. I cannot file for my wife to join me as a visitor. So in that case, if I'm married, if I have children, the visa officer knows that I cannot bring my family with me. So that alone can compel me to come. If you have established relationship, established marriage, you have children who you've grown with, it is very important that you understand this kind of dynamic. So if you are coming as a visitor's visa, you can use your family to say, hey, I'm coming to the US to come and come for a vacation, I'm coming for a conference, and I'm coming for a business trip. And as a result, I have a family back home. My wife is a nurse. My wife has her own salon shop. I have children who are already in schools, and I'm not willing to disintegrate, or I'm not willing to more or less cut off the education and all that. So after my visit, I'm going to return home because I have my family home. Now, another key difference for people who are coming for visits is that if you are coming on a holiday, a personal trip holiday, and you have a wife home, children home, and you go for the visa officer and you tell the visa officer that you are coming for a holiday without your wife, that can be a red flag. Wise people believe that when you are going on a holiday trip, you don't go alone. If you are married, you plan the trip with your wife and children. So to some people, visiting the US on a holiday will be more advantageous to come with your wife. When you go to the visa interview and you are, let's say you are a very successful young man, and you say you are coming to visit the US and you have a wife home and you are coming for your own vacation, the visa officer will think it is weird to leave your wife and your kids home for you to just come to the US to enjoy your trip, your vacation. One of the ways to mitigate, to prevent that kind of misconception, is to immediately tell the visa officer that, oh, my wife is working, my wife has a contract, my wife is or the places where my wife is working, she isn't able to get a leave, or her leave is not yet due, so she cannot travel with me at this time. Besides, my children are in school and my leave has been approved during this time. I don't have any other time to go for this vacation, because this is the only season that our company is on break, and they give clients and employees break for us to take advantage of. If I reschedule this, that will be, if I want to reschedule this, for example, it will affect me, because by then our company will have a busy schedule that and that will not allow them to approve people for going on a vacation. So that is very important. When you think about this in this way as a visitor, that helps. So when you are planning to visit the US as a visitor, this is how you can think about proving ties to your home country. Now, let's go to another issue that matters. Now, another important ties to home country for people who are coming to study is what I call your professional ties. That is the kind of profession you want to seek. So the best way for students to prove home tie is to use your education. Why do you want to study this program? What purpose, what benefit would this program do to your career? Would this program that you are coming to study, how will it benefit the entire community, your society? You are coming to do water management. You come from a society that do not have any running pipe water. Is there a way you can connect the experience, the exposure, what you are coming to study to show your home ties, for example? So I work with a student, and he was coming to do water engineering, and our the argument we made to get his visa approved is that, hey, I'm coming to do water engineering. I live in Abosokan, and since I was born, I haven't seen a running water. My hope is that I can make use of the raining water and transform it into a very usable way, using technology and science or engineering and all that, so that our community will be served water. In this way, many children, many people who are struggling with getting access to water will be able to have access to water just by relying on the rainwater. When you say this, the visa officer who knows that you have your community at heart, he knows that what you are coming to study have a direct benefit on your community, and your visa will be approved. Remember, the point is proving, making the consular believe, the visa officer believe that you return.